All right, good morning. We're going to start the show in just a minute. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Merry Christmas. Did you get what you wanted? Hope you did. Hope you did. Let me refill my coffee and we'll start the show. There is no college game day on this morning, by the way. If you're looking for it on TV, it's not on today. But I'm on. And I'm way more important than college game day anyway. Give me 1 minute, refill my coffee. We'll start the show.
Come on, man!
All right, good morning. How is everybody doing? Let's see. Let's get this situated here. Bang. Bowl games. Bowl games. A couple of interesting ones today. Penn State and Clemson, I think, come on at noon, and then BYU, Georgia Tech at 3:30. I'm definitely watching both of those, so I put a poll up a couple of days ago on Patreon. So we'll hang out at Patreon at 3:30. I think. Is the week between Christmas and New Year's is just a weird. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. Anyway, let me look here. Fuck going on? Bowls. Yeah, show me the bowls in that. Yeah, 3:30 on Patreon for Georgia Tech BYU. 63% of the people said BYU Georgia Tech. So I'll be on at 3:30 for BYU Georgia Tech. We'll hang out and watch all of that game over on Patreon. And at noon, we'll try to watch Penn State Clemson. Now, these two teams are dog shit. Dog shit. But it's the disappointment bowl. It's the disappointment bowl. So I'll go live at noon. We'll see about the Penn State Clemson game, if it's any good, if it's close, whatever. It could be really bad. It could be some bad football there, Penn State and Clemson. So noon on YouTube for Penn State and Clemson, 3:30 today, Patreon, BYU and Georgia Tech. Let's see what we got here. Let me see if you have. Yes. I love it when a plan comes together. Thank you. Good people. Refill on my coffee there. Shout out to the lady in that for going ahead and bringing that in for Uncle Lou. Some morning go-go juice. Here. What am I doing? I need to get it together here. There we go. Shout out to Hogman from the last time we did the rigged wheel. He didn't get his pick right, but I doubled him up anyway and sent him a Merry Christmas message. So shout out to Hogman. He doubled his money last time on the rigged wheel, even though he lost his pick because I'm just a hell of a guy. I'm just a hell of a guy. If you want to hang out and watch BYU and Georgia Tech today at 3:30, it's not too late to give yourself a Christmas present. That's right. Sign yourself up over on the Patreon page. We stream there almost every weekend. Well, we do stream there every weekend during the college football season. Almost every weekend year-round, we find something to do or something to hang out and watch during the other times of the year, too. It is absolutely the best way to help support the show. The Patreon page. And we have a good time. And what we watch is always determined by the people over on Patreon. We put polls up over there all the time. They sort of determine the direction of the show and the channel. So there you go. Check out the Patreon page. I'll be live today at 3:30 for Georgia Tech and BYU. Now, I think BYU is going to beat the soul out of them. I mean, I think BYU is going to beat them bad. I actually think there's a better chance of Georgia Tech and Clemson being a good game at noon. I don't know. I have a feeling BYU is going to take it to that Georgia Tech team. Here's the schedule of games. If you haven't taken the time to look for yourself, you say, well, it's bowl season. Bowls don't matter anymore. Woo. Yeah, maybe. But hanging out and watching college football still matters. So that's what we'll do today. You don't even have to wait till noon. There's a game at 11 a.m. today. That's right. The Go Bowling Military Bowl, because nothing says service to your country like a filthy, musty bowling alley. The Go Bowling Military Bowl, Pittsburgh in East Carolina this morning at 11 a.m. Pitt is a significant favorite in that one, 12.5 points. That one's played in Annapolis, Maryland. Then at noon, we've got Penn State and Clemson. So again, I'll be right back here on YouTube for that game. We'll hang out and spend 3 hours talking about how disappointing Clemson and Penn State were this season. Both of these teams are ranked in the top 5 in the preseason. And both were absolute dog shit. Clemson is favored. This is the Pinstripe Bowl. Yeah. Played up there at a baseball field for no reason. Actually, Penn State and Clemson playing on a baseball field makes perfect sense because football-wise, they didn't have any idea what they were doing all year. So it makes sense they're playing football on a baseball field. At 2:15, you've got UConn and Army. Army's favored by 8.5. I don't know. I might take UConn plus the points there. Might take UConn plus the points there. As far as Penn State, Clemson goes, guys, I've got no idea when it comes to, betting on games is a coin flip anyway. You know how these people think they have a system or they this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's a coin flip. If you bet a game and get it right, it's luck. So but it's even harder. It's even more luck if you can do that in the postseason with these games or with the players sitting out or not caring about the game or whatever the case. Clemson's favored by 2.5. The over-under is 47.5. Who's winning that one? I guess Clemson. I'll probably take Clemson there. They at least have a coach, you know? I mean, Matt Campbell's not coaching this game for Penn State, so I probably lean Clemson there, but I mean, you're flipping a coin betting on that game. But I'm a huge degenerate. I will bet on it anyway. Don't worry about that. 3:30, Georgia Tech and BYU. To me, this is the best, most exciting game of the day. Now, I think BYU is going to push them around. BYU is only favored by 3.5. I like BYU in this one. I like BYU in this one to win and cover. That's the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. So is that also played on a baseball field? So there's 2 games today in the Northeast. See, this is what I tell you. They just don't care that much about football up there compared to how they do down here. Up there, they play football games on baseball fields. It's dumb. It's dumb. But yeah, that's the Fenway Bowl. No, that's the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I'm sorry. UConn and Army is the Fenway Bowl. I apologize. I apologize, too. UConn Army is the Fenway Bowl. Georgia Tech BYU is the Pop-Tarts Bowl. So, which at least has an interesting, like, pregame, halftime, and postgame thing with the fucking Pop-Tart and the toaster and that. You know? How about the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl? Miami and Fresno State. Why is Snoop Dogg sponsoring a bowl game? Number one. Number two, why is he sponsoring a bowl game in Arizona? We're all out of sponsors. When your lead sponsor of a bowl game is the Arizona Bowl, is just the name of a person. Come on, man. What are we doing? That game's at 4:30. 5:45, you've got North Texas and San Diego State. I like North Texas to win there. Virginia and Missouri could be a good game tonight. Virginia ranked, Missouri unranked, but Missouri a 4-point favorite. Missouri tends to be one of the teams that tries in the postseason. There's a handful of teams, at least so far, that over the last few years, even though you have a lot of teams that sort of just mail it in for these bowl games, there's a handful of teams that tend to show up. I don't know if that's because of, maybe that's just because of the coaching or whatever, the way they emphasize the bowl game more than other. I don't know. But Missouri is one of these teams that, not that they win every bowl game, but they do tend to show up for bowls. Like, you tend to get the best effort from a Missouri team in bowl season. Remember, they beat Ohio State a couple of years ago. I like Missouri there. I like Missouri there. And then the last game of the night, tonight at 9:15, LSU in Houston. I don't know what to make of this game. As bad as LSU was this year, fired their coach, I probably would have picked LSU to beat Houston if they played in the regular season. You can see here Houston's favored by 1.5, but LSU's had a lot of players hit the portal or announced they're hitting the portal. They've got coaching turnover there. You know, the situation there makes it a hard game to kind of figure out. I won't bet that game until right before it kicks off, and what I bet and how much I bet on that game and all that will be determined by how I do the rest of the day. But I've got no idea what to expect from LSU in this LSU-Houston game. What do y'all think about that one? That's the rundown of games for today. Sunday, of course, we have no games. That's NFL day, so no games on Sunday. Monday, we've got one game, 2 in the afternoon, Georgia Southern, App State. I will not be streaming that one anywhere, Patreon or YouTube. But then on Tuesday, we're going to be back to streaming again. No, I'm going to let Patreon, and I'll put up a poll tomorrow on Patreon for these 3 games here. I'm going to let Patreon decide. I have a feeling they're going to go with Tennessee, Illinois. That's my gut feeling. So probably Tennessee versus Illinois Tuesday, 5:30 on Patreon. That game will wrap up just in time for me to do the call-in show Tuesday night at 9. So that'll most likely be the plan for Tuesday, a Patreon stream at 5:30 for Tennessee, Illinois. In fact, that is the plan. I'm not even going to put up a poll because I want to do the call-in show Tuesday night, and I already know Patreon would vote for this Tennessee, Illinois anyway. So streaming schedule today, noon on YouTube, 3:30 on Patreon. Streaming schedule for Tuesday, 5:30 on Patreon. Then we get to Wednesday, which is New Year's Eve, and the first playoff game. Miami and Ohio State will be on Patreon. What else are they going to pick? They're not going to pick Michigan and Texas. Just letting you know. I'll probably do one of these games on YouTube. Probably. The Iowa-Vandy game might actually be more interesting than the Michigan-Texas game. I'm going to do one of these on YouTube. I'll let you know on Tuesday, I guess. But I'll either do the noon game, Iowa-Vandy, on YouTube, or I'll do the 3 o'clock game, Michigan-Texas, on YouTube. And then Wednesday night, Miami versus Ohio State will be the Patreon stream on Wednesday. I guess I need to add all this to the scroll on the bottom of the screen here in a second. And then on Thursday, 2 of these games will be on YouTube and one of them will be on Patreon. That'll be up to the people on Patreon. So I'll put another poll up sometime this week on Patreon and let them choose one of these 3 games. What's the most interesting game to y'all? The Alabama-Indiana game. Well, first of all, I think all 3 of these games could be close. I think either team could win in all 3 of these games. I think I'm probably most interested in the Alabama. I think Alabama-Indiana might be the most interesting. We've already seen Georgia and Ole Miss. Now, that doesn't mean Georgia's going to beat them again. We've seen that game once. We haven't seen these two. The Miami-Ohio State game, by the way, also extremely interesting for, obvious reasons, right? But I think Ohio State wins that one. The team that if they were to win, it would surprise me the most in all 4 playoff games is Miami. To me, that would be the most surprising result of any of the 4 playoff games is if Miami beat Ohio State. And I think they have, I think they have a chance, but that would be the most surprising to me is if Miami beat Ohio State. Oregon, Texas Tech, Alabama, Indiana, Ole Miss, Georgia. You can see who's favored. Oregon's favored, Indiana's favored, and Georgia are favored. Georgia and Indiana favored by almost a touchdown, Oregon by 2.5. I guess Ole Miss, I guess Alabama beating Indiana would be the most surprising of those 3. Then Ole Miss beating Georgia, and then maybe Texas Tech beating Oregon. But anyway, I will be streaming all 4 of the second round playoff games. 2 will be on Patreon, 2 will be on YouTube. Miami, Ohio State will be a Patreon stream. And then one of these other 3 will be a Patreon stream. That'll be voted on by the people over on the Patreon page. So 2 of these 3 games will be on YouTube. That's on Thursday, New Year's Day. You have some bowl games on January 2nd. I don't know that any of those are streamable. We will have another kickoff show, the same show you're watching right now. Well, we will have another one Wednesday morning. So today's what, Saturday? We'll have another kickoff show on Wednesday morning, which is New Year's Eve, for all the New Year's Eve games and the New Year's Day games, and I guess the January 2nd games as well. The semifinals don't start until January 8th. And they got these spread out. The semifinals are on 2 different days. You can see here Thursday, January 8th, Friday, January 9th for your 2 semifinal games. Your national championship, January 19th. So we got plenty of time to figure out the schedule and talk about those games and things down the road. But anyway, so that's the schedule of games. That's the schedule of games today. We'll do the rigged wheel today. The rigged wheel will cut off with the Tuesday games. So for the rigged wheel today, because we're doing this show again on Wednesday. So for the rigged wheel today, you'll get your choice of games between Southern Cal, TCU, Tennessee, Illinois, Coastal Carolina, Louisiana Tech, Georgia Southern, App State, LSU, Houston, Virginia, Missouri, North Texas, San Diego State, Miami of Ohio, Fresno State, Georgia Tech, BYU, UConn, Army, Penn State, Clemson, Pitt, and East Carolina. The Paylou movement. I've got good news and I've got bad news. What do you want first on the Paylou movement? The good news or the bad news? It's going to be a great day today. I know we complain nonstop about the bowl games, but the noon slot and the 3:30 slot, those are good games. The Clemson Penn State is at least interesting because of how disappointing. This is the kind of thing I ask for when it comes to bowl season. Match me up some teams where there's an interesting storyline, and I think with Clemson Penn State, that's interesting to me because they were the 2 most disappointing teams of the season by far. You're talking 2 top 5 teams in August that barely made a bowl game. So anyway, some interesting games today. The bad news is I tried to bet on the NFL on Christmas Day, Wednesday, and it was an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. And I took an absolute beating at the hands of the bookie on Christmas. That's the bad news. The good news is there was 3 pointless, meaningless, unwatchable bowl games on yesterday, and I bet on all 3 of them, and I went 3-0 yesterday. So even though I dug myself a hole on Christmas betting on the NFL, I'm actually up $30 for the week. So shout out to me. I'm an absolute beast. I'm up $30. I'm up $30 for the week. I went 3-0 on 3 bowl games yesterday. So shout out to me for that. I'm an absolute beast. I'm an absolute beast. Yeah, absolute beast. How's everybody doing? We never took roll. I hit go live and I hit the ground running today. I didn't take roll. I didn't ask you about your Christmas. I don't waste time on this show. We get right to the business here. I didn't waste no time with the taking roll. How was your Christmas? How's everybody doing? You know. So let's waste some time with that now. Yeah, I see that Matthew Murphy is here as well as Rocky Dennis, Robert Sharpton, Spank Mapleton is here. What's up, Spank? Mike Dick. No, I almost said Mike Dixon, but it's not. It's Mike Nixon. Yeah, Jet Ski Maestro, Baylor Man, Wild Bill, Brock Morris, Joseph Sandberg. Has it been a while since I've seen you, Joseph Sandberg? It feels like it's been a while. How you been, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, Matt SS is here. Big Mike and Bama Mike. Both of them are here, back to back in the chat section, too. Good to see you in there. Georgia Man, Mio, Bulldog JC, Mike, Gump for Life, Arch Cheeks Manning, BA. Yeah, BA's here. Lord Crimson Eye. Fred likes bread. Nothing wrong with bread. I like bread too much. I got to start eating less bread. Is my you know what it is? I think it's because I work from home. I eat sandwiches almost every day of the week. So I eat 4 pieces of bread almost every day of the week. And I just gluten and there's no, well, I guess you could have a gluten intolerance. But there's no such thing as a gluten allergy though. What was I saying? I eat 4 pieces of bread every day. I don't know that I should be doing that. Anyway, who else is here? The realist Frosty is here. There are other real Frosties, but they're not as real as that one. That's the realest one, which is important to distinguish that difference there. Doula's here. Doula's a member, by the way. Shout out to Doula. He's a member. DJ David is here, also a member. Yep. There's about 14 members now, as far as the members only jackets go. I think at last count, I think there's about 14 of us that got the members only jackets. That's amazing. I've probably missed a playoff stream or so because of Home Depot. I got you. I heard some people are boycotting Home Depot because of the Falcons. I don't watch the NFL really, and I don't have a favorite team. But obviously, I know a lot of Falcons fans because I live in Georgia. But I know Falcons fans who are boycotting Home Depot just because the Falcons suck real bad. Dang. Because the owner, I guess, owns Home Depot. Good luck with that boycott. Yeah. Your mom is Sharon's side piece. Not my mom. My mom died right before Christmas 8 years ago. So you're not talking, or 7 years ago. So you must be talking to somebody in the chat. Yeah. Alan King is here now. That's good. Olaf. Robert Sharpton. Brett Brown. There's Connor Stallions. Connor Stallions is a member. My man. That's what's up, Connor. Can't wait to see you in Vegas, buddy. I was worried about Lou the other week. What was wrong with me? You mean when I was down bad with the cold or whatever? Nah. I whipped that cold ass. I don't get sick during football season. Sometimes that cold try to get me during football season. I have to tell them no. I don't do that. What are we eating today? Well, we had Chinese food for dinner last night, and I've got some leftovers there. And we're also making a jambalaya, shrimp, sausage, and rice jambalaya today. So, yeah. Yeah. King family, what's up? I wouldn't be a chat. It wouldn't be a chat without Connor Stallions. Facts. It wouldn't be a chat either if I forgot to post the PayPal and the Cash App link. There you go. If you want to get your name on the rigged wheel. Again, shout out to Hoghead. He was the one that hit on the rigged wheel the last time we did it, which seems like was a couple of weeks ago now. I guess it was for the playoff games, right before Christmas. Anyway, he did not get his pick right, but I doubled up his money and sent it to him anyway, because I'm a nice guy. And it was Christmas time, so I sent him the money, and he sent me a note back that said, I think this is a mistake. I had whatever. I think he had Oregon minus 17 or something, whatever it was. Oregon minus 20 or whatever. He was like, I had Oregon minus 20. They didn't cover. I had to send him a note back and said, yeah, I know. Merry Christmas, though. Doubled up his money for him. I don't gamble anymore. Turned over a new leaf. I lose too much. Dang. You don't become a woozy. Quitting is for quitters. I'm just kidding with you. Yeah, I'm just kidding with you. Morning, Lou. Been up since dawn. Oh, well, not me. I actually didn't get up till 8 o'clock this morning. Little after, it was like 8:05, 8:06, something. I usually wake up about 7, but I gave myself an extra hour today. Mississippi pot roast. Not sure what that is. I know what a pot roast is. I don't know what makes it a Mississippi pot roast unless it's just location. You know, like if you're in Mississippi and you cook a pot roast, does that make it a Mississippi pot roast? But other than that, if it's not that, I don't know what would make it a Mississippi pot roast. Never heard of that. Pepperoni in a pot roast?
5-star dummy.
If you want a pizza, get a pizza, man. The lady puts pepperoni in her spaghetti. I said, it's not spaghetti. It's baked pizza with noodles in it. That's not spaghetti. That's baked pizza with noodles in it. What? I don't eat it. Pepperoni in a pot roast? Do any of y'all put pepperoni in your spaghetti? The lady makes pepperoni in a fucking glass dish, puts a bunch of pepperoni in it, and then sticks it in the oven, calls it baked spaghetti. I said, you're making a pizza with noodles in it. Pepperoni doesn't go in pizza. It doesn't. I mean, pepperoni doesn't go in spaghetti. I don't know what that is, but it's not spaghetti. It's not baked spaghetti. It's pizza with noodles in it. It's crustless pizza with noodles in it. That's what you're making. When is the Slob Olympics? Second weekend of March. There we go. That was easy. What else? Oh, Christmas. Yeah. Did y'all enjoy your Christmas? Tell me the best, coolest, weirdest, whatever something that you got for Christmas. I don't need your entire laundry list. One thing, the coolest, the best, something weird. So, tell me one thing you got for Christmas this year. I've heard of baked spaghetti, but you don't put pepperoni in it, buddy. DoorDash gift card. 85-inch TV. God damn. Money. Pajamas. A badass air fryer. No such thing as a badass air fryer, but congrats on the air fryer. Milwaukee M18 leaf blower. Yeah, got Kyle Whittingham for Christmas. Yeah, Michigan hired Kyle Whittingham. New Star Trek logo. Georgia gear, a new mug, a Hobie kayak. Got gifted $15K, about to put $10K on a parlay. Yeah, I'm calling fake news on both fronts there. Had a shitty Christmas. Get lonesome when you single. Well, shit, Chris. You don't have no family or nothing that you could, where do you live? Come hang out with me next year. If you don't have anything to do on Christmas, come hang out with Uncle Lou. That goes to whoever doesn't have anything to do on Christmas. It's an open invitation. Nobody should be alone on Christmas. A 3D puzzle of Sanford Stadium. I'd like a 3D puzzle of Sanford Stadium that was already put together. I would love that. I wouldn't have the patience, I'm sure, to sit down and put it together, but I would love somebody else to put it together and give me the completed version for Christmas. That would be amazing. New pair of Crocs. They still make those?
5-star dummy.
Do you wear them in sport mode? My cats bought me a salad work gift card. I don't know what that means. Widespread panic tickets. Oh, that's a good present. You know, I get my dad every year for Christmas a $100 gift certificate to Ticketmaster. He's played music his entire life. He's been in bands off and on over the years, but he loves music and concerts. He goes to a couple of concerts a year. So I always get him a Ticketmaster. One of the things I get him for Christmas every year is a gift certificate to Ticketmaster. LSU socks. You got the 500. So congratulations, my man. I still remember when it took me forever to get to 500 subscribers. Oh, well, way over a year, I think. Way over a year to get 500 subscribers. But I think I made a like, I hit 500 subscribers video. It might even still be on my channel somewhere. But congratulations, my man. I got a UGA Christmas ornament. Oh, that's nice. Cash, that's always a winner. Yeah. My old lady took her mom to Biloxi, Mississippi for Christmas. I got football without interruption. Shit, that's a win-win. Yeah, man. Congratulations, man. That's a win-win for you there. You got Chinese food. We ate Chinese food last night. Takeout. Yeah, Dula's seen my dad's band a couple of times. Just booked my room, Lou. For the Slob Olympics? Nice. Nice. Are you staying at the same hotel we're staying at, or did you book a room somewhere else? I got a corn dog for Christmas. Dang. Crab rangoon? No. I did fried rice, chicken wings, and 2 egg rolls. Salad Works is a fast food restaurant. I got some peace and quiet. I went and sat out at West Point Lake and just enjoyed the peacefulness. There you go. That's hard to come by at Christmas time. I'll tell you that. Like quietness, peacefulness. That's hard to come by. That's a valuable commodity during holiday season. It can be a hectic time. It can be a hectic time. I'm at the Holiday Inn down the street. It was okay, good. Well, you still come down and hang with us the whole time, you know. I mean, it's not like we spend any time in the hotel room anyway. You've been to one before, right? Didn't you go to one already? So you know how it is. We're hanging out outside for 4 days is all what we're doing anyway. So it doesn't really matter where you stay. Slaw avoided the super flu for Christmas. That's good. That's good. My TV is out. I'm going to have to watch the Clemson Penn State game on my phone. Oh, well, you can get you a great deal on TVs this time of year if you want to run to Walmart real quick before the games start. You definitely need to figure that situation out before the playoffs, don't you? I've enjoyed listening to you on college football for a few years now. I'm a Georgia Tech alum and appreciate your insight. Looking forward to the Georgia Tech BYU matchup. Yeah, me too. It's going to be a good one. Yeah, that one and the Penn State Clemson game to me today, I think are both watchable games for sure. Watchable games for sure. I love doing fried rice out on the Blackstone. You have a Blackstone, Jackpot? I don't get into the grill fads. You know, they come and go. You know, was it 20 years ago, everybody was buying a green egg, and 5-10 years ago, everybody was buying Blackstones. Now everybody is buying Rectech grills. I don't do that. I've got a gas grill. That's what I have. I have a gas grill. I've never given in to the grill fad scene or whatever. I don't have a smoker. I don't have a barbecue pit. I don't have a Rectech. I don't have a Blackstone. I've got a gas grill. Definitely get a TV with a high refresh rate. Helps with the ball ghosting across the screen when thrown. The firing saved Dabo's job 100%. Every year since NIL, they've regressed. Well, Dabo wasn't going to get fired this year, no matter whether he fired anybody or not. I mean, I don't have time to be out there fucking around with charcoal. No. Gas grill. What TV do you guys recommend for football? I don't spend a lot of money on TVs either. My personal favorite brand of TV is Samsung. I think but you know, I don't spend a lot of money on TVs. I'm not, I don't buy $800 TVs. Blackstone is awesome. I never use anything else. You're cooking steaks on a Blackstone? That's a Waffle House steak, bud. That's what that is. Do any of y'all have a TV in your garage? I do, but I don't even remember the last time I turned it on. I've got one in the garage and one on the back porch. I've only turned the TV on the back porch. The only time in the last year I've even turned it on was that day I had people over to watch football over here. When was that? Sometime in October. Remember, I had a bunch of people over here to watch football all day. I turned on the TV on the back porch that day. The only Aldi's I've ever been to is the real one's in Germany. I've never been to an Aldi's here. Jay says, "Am I the only one working today?" No, me. I took yesterday off and the day before, right? Yeah. I took Wednesday and Thursday off, but working today. Am I cultured? Not really. No. Not really. Oh my God, these commercials during a live stream. Yeah, well, like I just mentioned, I'm working today. And when I work, I like to get paid. Same as you, I'm sure. You don't work for free, do you? Whatever happened to the BY Jew? He's the quarterback at Tulane. He was the quarterback for Tulane this year. Wood pellet grills are the best. One of my cousins for Christmas got a wood pellet, not Blackstone, but it's a wood pellet grill. Why? It's a wood pellet heated flat top grill. Why? Why? You know, smoke can't come up through a flat top. My dad was telling me that on Christmas. So yeah, you know, such and such, my cousin, he got a wood pellet flat top grill. Why? Why? The whole point of wood pellets is the smoke. That smoke's not coming through a flat top griddle. You're just making things hard for no benefit there. You got to stand out there with the pellet routine and get all that going just to heat up a flat top griddle that you're not getting any smoke flavor through that griddle, bud. I have a gas grill. And it's this big, or what, you know, it's 3 or 4 feet wide. It's just a normal $200 gas grill. I go out there, I turn the gas on, I push a button, it heats up. Ain't none of this fucking with charcoals or wood pellets or I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. But anyway, what did I get for Christmas? I got a new pair of sunglasses. I got a new watch. I got a record player. I love that damn record player. I got a record player for Christmas. Yeah, so far I only have 5 or 6 records, but by this time next year I'll have 100. It's going to be my new obsession now. Records. And propane accessories. It's getting, is it going to be 70 or 80 degrees again today? Is it, the fuck is going on? It was 80 degrees on Christmas. It was 75 degrees yesterday. I've already got my sleeves pushed up here on the hoodie, and I just now had to turn the fan. Is this going to be hot again? I'm not complaining, but holy shit, man. This weather is really something. Yeah, I do need a home stereo. It's got RCA jacks RCA output on the back, Jay. Hook me up. I either need a set of powered speakers, or I need a amp and receivers. Find me a good deal on something, Jay, and I'll buy it. $75, $63. End times, Lou. Yep, coming soon. The trumpet will sound, I'm sure, any minute now. Uncle Lou, did you watch the new episode of Stranger Things? I watched all 3 of them. Yeah, and it was disappointing. It was disappointing. The first 4 episodes that they put out on Thanksgiving, I thought were good, and we all know how that ended at Thanksgiving with the willpower deal. I thought that was great. These 3 episodes that came out on Christmas, and I was the 5-star dummy that turned Netflix on right at 8 p.m. I got to watch it immediately. You know, we did. We sat up and we watched all 3 new episodes of Stranger Things on Christmas night, and it was dog shit. It was dog shit, and you won't find a bigger Stranger Things fan than me. I love that show, but I was telling the girl yesterday. The girl is the lady's daughter, but I was telling the girl yesterday because she hasn't seen the 3 new episodes yet. I said, you could watch the 4 Thanksgiving episodes, not even watch the 3 that came out on Christmas, and then just go straight to the finale on New Year's, and you wouldn't miss anything. It seemed like a waste of 3 episodes to me, and nothing major happened. I was hoping at least it would build up to some big kind of climax at the end, cliffhanger or something to get you to, oh man, I can't wait for New Year's to watch the final one. It really seemed like a waste of time. But I mean, I've invested 10 years of my life into Stranger Things. I'm going to watch the finale when it comes out. I probably won't be able to watch it until January 2nd. I obviously can't watch it on New Year's Eve because there's a playoff game. I obviously can't watch it New Year's Day because there's 3 playoff games. So I'll probably not be able to watch it till January 2nd. Now, the girl and the lady, they're going to the movie theater to see the finale. Are they doing that where y'all are at? They're playing the finale of Stranger Things in the movie theater the same time that it gets released on Netflix. And so the girl and the lady are going to see the finale in the movie theater. Of course, I got to work once again while the lady runs around and gallivants all over town and really all over the southeastern United States. And I'm stuck at home with the work routine. What are you going to do? I've been running my AC for 3 days now here in Dallas. We've had to turn it on a couple of times. Yeah, we've had to turn it on a couple of times too. If it's going to be 75 or 80 again today, I'll probably have to turn it on while I'm in here streaming because, you know, the comment section, the entire goal in life for my comment section is to get me worked up and mad and angry. And when I get mad and angry, my body temperature rises by at least 5 degrees. Like if you were to come in here and take my temperature halfway through any live stream I do, I would have a fever. Not because I'm sick, but because the comment section gets me so fucking worked up. And they do it on purpose. So I usually end up having to turn the air on while I'm live streaming. Lou, did you watch the Murdaugh Murders series? I watched one that came out years ago. I got Houston beating LSU in the Texas Bowl 34-17. LSU lately anyway has not performed well in the postseason, so that might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. I went to high school with all the people in the boat crash. Oh, on the Murdaugh deal? What do you think about the Wolverines' new coach? I made a video about the Michigan coaching search a day or two before they hired Kyle Whittingham, and I said in that video I thought Whittingham would be the best hire they could possibly make, given the circumstances. Going to be freezing next week in Georgia. Let's look. It's time to start keeping an eye on that Vegas weather, too, for when we're out there the last week of January. Usually when we're out there, it's like 50 at night, 45 to 50 maybe. You know, at 1 or 2 in the morning, not the coldest it gets is 45 to 50. And then during the day, 50, somewhere 55 to 65, depending on the day. But anyway, let's check the Augusta weather here for today and the foreseeable future. See what's going on there. It's 68 right now, going up to 77. 10-day forecast for Uncle Lou here in beautiful Augusta, Georgia. Let's see. 77 today, 70 tomorrow, 65 on Monday, 48 on Tuesday. These are the high temperatures, so it is going to get colder. Going down to 26 degrees Tuesday night, 48 during the day. Then it starts to warm back up a little, 53 on New Year's Eve, high of 61 on New Year's Day. So not too bad. Not too bad. Got this one day right here where it's going to be kind of cold, 48, high of 48, low of 26 right here, Tuesday the 30th, but not too bad through here, through the first week of January. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now, what is it in Las Vegas? The high temperatures in Vegas over the next few days, 59, 60, 60, 59, 54, 60, 61, 60, 61, 60, 59, 60, 61. Yeah, that seems about normal. That seems about normal for there. Now, if it stays like this when we're there the last week of January, I won't be mad. I can handle that. High of 60, low of 40. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yep. LSU just doesn't have a head coach right now until next year. It is true. Perfect members only jacket weather. Yes, it is, Slaw. Perfect members only jacket weather. You are 100% correct. Heading south Tuesday to Snowbird for 4 months. Where do you go to Florida or somewhere else? 85 the high today in North Fort Worth. 85 in Dallas today. I'm going to get another, you're probably going to get another late Christmas present with Georgia winning the Natty. We'll see. We'll see. It's not sweater weather. It's quarter zip season, bud. It's quarter zip season. Get you a quarter zip there. That's what you're supposed to do now. You're supposed to wear a quarter zip now. The hoodies are over. So I got to get rid of all these hoodies. See, the hoodies are done with now. Hoodies are yesterday's news. Tomorrow's news, quarter zips. Quarter zips. Yeah. Yeah. I should have went fishing this morning. Why? Can't you just go to the store? Pete got him a quarter zip. I seen the pic. I don't know if he got it for Christmas, but he was definitely wearing a quarter zip in his Christmas photo this year. He definitely was. First thing I noticed, I said, "Look at Pete. Look sharp. Looking sharp, Pete, in your quarter zip." Quarter zip is so white. No, that's the thing. I maybe it used to be, but it's hard to say it. It's hard to even talk about. Sorry, I don't know about sounding racist, but I'm not racist, so I'll risk it. But the black people now are all into the quarter zips now. They're doing away with all their hoodies and they're getting quarter zips. It's a trend. It's all over the place. I don't know where you've been, or maybe your fashion sense is lagging behind. But for example, and I'm really going out on a limb here. YNs. I can't believe I just said that. There's a whole thing on Twitter where the YNs are wearing quarter zips now. I'm just saying. I don't call anybody that, but they call themselves that. So I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to let you know who I'm talking about without getting canceled. But the YNs are wearing quarter zips now. So fashion and all that comes from black. White people aren't cool at all. Anything white people do that ends up that is considered cool is usually copied from the black community. Music, dancing, whatever, fashion even. But in this case, the white people were ahead of the curve. The white people won this one here with the quarter zips. Because like you said, white people been on this quarter zip for a while. And now the black people are doing it now, which means it'll be cool now. See, white people been wearing quarter zips forever, but like the guy said in the comment section, that's the most white thing ever. Yeah, it was dorky. You a quarter, wearing a quarter. What are you going to church? What, you get a business meeting? Now you can wear the quarter zip out to the club, man, because the black community is doing it now, so it'll be cool now. I don't know about that, Lou. You can add that to the list of things you don't know about, I guess, but I'm educating you right now. Yeah, so the whites won this one. The whites were first this time. But what's the guy? Y'all know Shane? Y'all know the comedian Shane Gillis? He's fucking hilarious. He has a whole routine about how white people aren't cool at all. There's nothing cool about white people, but black people are way cooler. And so I kind of stole some of that from him, but yeah. But that's true, though. It is true, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the quarter. It's the age of the quarter zip now. Where are the polos we used to wear with the little alligator on them? Izod? Izod's kind of back in style now. I mean, they're selling it again in stores. I have an Izod quarter zip, actually, that I got last year for Christmas, now that I think about it. A blue one. I was ahead of the curve. I got a quarter zip last Christmas. So I was ahead. I'm basically black. I got an Izod last year. Lacoste, that too. Izod, fucking Lacoste, all that's back now. And I got that last year. I'm basically black. Maybe the YNs copied Lou. I did a video the other day. Where was I at? Oh, I had gone out to eat lunch with my son, my daughter, and my daughter's boyfriend. I took them out to lunch the other day, one day before Christmas. And when I came back home, I said, let me make a video. And I forget which video it was, but I was walking back and forth in here with the, this kind of video, talking into the phone. And I still had on what I'd wore out to eat. It was a black turtleneck and one of those black driver hats, And everybody in the comment section calling me Steve Jobs. Is that what Steve Jobs wears? I mean, I have no idea what Steve Jobs, but I got a bunch of comments, people calling, saying I looked like Steve Jobs. But turtlenecks are back in too. They've been in since last year, really. But yeah, turtlenecks are back in. You can get you a turtleneck now. It's no problem. You just be perfectly fine. Kangaloo black. I should call in the Kangaroo Black show and ask him why he stole my quarter zip style. That's what I should do. I better end this show soon because this is going downhill fast. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I was in Gainesville, Georgia. It's kind of nice. No, it's a shithole. I went there one time 35 years ago. I'll never go back. As a Mexican, I still wear polo boots. I've never had polo boots, but I do have a fresh pair of Timbs. They're not boneless either. I've got the real ones. They are not boneless Timbs. I've got the real Timbs. But I have a shoe problem, though, so I'm not the best. There's several problems I have. I have a shoe problem, a watch problem, a sunglasses problem, a purse problem. What other problems do I have, lady? There's too many to name, but those four come to mind right off the top there. Shoe problem, watch problem, sunglasses problem, purse problem. Yeah. Lou, do you ever wear shorts? In the summertime, I do sometimes, yeah. I don't have a pepperoni and spaghetti problem. People who put pepperoni in spaghetti have the problem. I don't eat it, so therefore it's not a problem for me. If you putting pepperoni in spaghetti is a crustless pizza. That's not with noodles in it. That's not spaghetti. I drive through Gainesville to get to Athens. I'd go around it. I'd take a longer route and drive around it. That's what I'd do. All right, we got to wrap it up here pretty soon. What time is it? 10 something? 10:07. What are the bets for today? What are y'all betting today? Let me give you the lines on the main games here, and y'all tell me what y'all think the bet is today. Penn State and Clemson. Penn State is a 3-point underdog. So Clemson's favored by 3 over Penn State. BYU is favored by 3.5 over Georgia Tech. Missouri is favored by 4 over Virginia. Houston is favored by 1 over LSU. I do like the BYU bet. Vandy doesn't play today. Gainesville used to be Little Mexico. Taking the points in all the playoff games. He's taking the underdog in all 4 games. Over under 5 Clemson fans being arrested by NYPD. Clemson, BYU, Virginia, and Houston. Clemson, Georgia Tech, Missouri, LSU, Taters, Mormons, Corn Dogs. I don't see anybody picking Georgia Tech. LSU by 11. Stop mistreating BA. Yeah, stop. Yeah, that's, yeah. I don't know who's doing that, but if anyone's doing that, they should definitely stop. 100%. The streaming schedule today, noon on YouTube. So we'll hang out and we will watch the Penn State and Clemson game right here on YouTube at 12. So I'll be back on at 12. And then the Patreon stream today is going to be BYU and Georgia Tech. So as soon as the Clemson-Penn State game ends, we'll end that stream and we'll move it over to Patreon and watch the Georgia Tech BYU game over on Patreon. Rigged wheel, which we're fixing to do right now, if anybody's even on it. Last time we did the rigged wheel, there was only one person. So they were guaranteed to win. It was Hogman. Anyway, if you want to get on the rigged wheel, now is your last chance. Any PayPal or Cash App donation to the show will get your name put on the wheel. We'll spin the wheel. If it lands on your name, you can make a pick today on any game you want. If you get that game right, I'll send you back twice your money. What else? Oh, Patreon. Yeah, give yourself a late Christmas present. Sign yourself up for Patreon. You'll be glad you did. We have a good time over there. We stream over there every weekend, almost year-round. Even when it's not football season, we find something to do over there, hang out, watch whatever it is that's on. Click that link right there. Get yourself signed up on the Patreon. It's $10 a month, but it's the best $10 you'll ever spend. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All right. Anything else before we get to the wheel? I don't think so. Rigged wheel spinner. Yes, that's what we need. Rigged wheel spinner. All right, let's see what we got here. Or maybe there's nobody going on the wheel today. If that's, I'll put my own name on the wheel. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. Who wants to be on the wheel today? Juke Poot wants to be on the wheel today. Carolina Juke Poot. Not to be confused with Juice Poot, who's not on the wheel. Jacob R. Here we go again. Every time I pull this thing up. See, I don't think I'm ever fucking with this rigged wheel again. You remember when we started having a problem with the rigged wheel and I found a different rigged wheel to use? Well, I accidentally pulled up the first rigged wheel, the one that we started to have a problem with, and now it's a problem again. It's locked up again. It's locked up again. 5-star dummy shit.
5-star dummy.
I mean, aggravating. I can't, it won't even let me switch off of it. Like, it won't even let me close it. It's just locked up. So now we're going to have to do the hurry up and wait routine and just sit here until it unlocks up. And there's no telling how long that'll be. Aggravating as shit. I wasn't thinking. When I Google search rigged wheel, the one I always use just automatically comes up first. And just out of habit, I clicked on that one. And literally as soon as I clicked on it, now it's completely locked up again. Same problem as before. Yeah, hurry up and wait. Might as well be in the military. Oh, there we go. It looks like it's fixed. We got Juke Poot, Jacob R, Brett B, I'm really living dangerously here trying this original wheel. Let's see. Y'all be able to see if it locks up again. You'll see it. What am I doing? Oh, PayPal. Yeah. Activity. What is today? The 27th. Biggs Mike. All right. I'm going to check them one more time, and then if you're not on the list, you're not getting on there. All right, pretty good odds today. You got a 25% chance of winning today. All right, here we go. I got to go back to the comment section real quick, though. Let's see. Let's pick a name here. Sharice, give me a number 3 through 5. Pick a number 3 through 5. You have to. Sharice, it's your sworn duty. It's your sworn duty. I love every time I ask somebody to pick a number, other people pick a number. Come on, Sharice. Get it together. Get it together, Sharice. 3 through 5, or I'm going to take that first number. 5 seconds, Sharice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Sharice is fired. All right, we're going to go with the first number that was typed, which is 4. All right, so we're going to spin the wheel 4 times. The fourth name is the winner. Here we go. Shout out to Juke Poot, Jacob R, Brett B, and Biggs Mike. Good luck. All right, Biggs Mike is the first name, but we're looking for the fourth name today. Juke Poot. Carolina Juke Poot. Not to be confused, obviously, with Juice Poot. Carolina Juke Poot is not Juice Poot. All right, spin number 3. 4 spins today. Juke Poot again. Dang. All right, here we go. Fourth and final spin. Today's winner is Brett B. Brett B was on the Cash App, I believe. Yes, he was. And Brett B says, hey, Lou, let me get the nerds plus 3.5. Say less, fam. Say less, fam. All right, let's write this down. Rigged wheel. Brett B. Georgia Tech plus 3.5. All right, got it written down in my copious notes, which is extremely important to do. Extremely important to do. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back on right before noon for Clemson and Penn State. So if you want to hang out and watch the Clemson-Penn State game, come on back. We'll watch the game. We'll talk some college football. And then I'll be on at 3:30 today over on the Patreon page, as voted on by the good people on Patreon, for the Georgia Tech and BYU game at 3:30. So we'll watch Clemson Penn State on YouTube. When that game ends, we'll shut it down. We'll launch it over on Patreon for the 3:30 game, BYU and Georgia Tech. There's the link to the Patreon right there. Right there in the chat. Shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring the kickoff show again today. Make sure you download the Sleeper app, put you a play in for today's bowl games, and try to win yourself some money watching these college football games. You're just picking over or under on player stats. Download it. The link is in the description. Use the promo code Lou. They're going to give you a 100% bonus on your first deposit up to $100. I'll see y'all at noon for Clemson and Penn State.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using the code LOU. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.